Continuing to the next activity, guys, now. So this is 22-5, which is the next question in your workbook. In the previous question 15-2, we have studied how to prepare the final accounts, and now this question deals with final accounts preparation, and you are going to learn how to prepare appropriation account and maybe current accounts or capital accounts. Okay, so we're going to look into the information given. But one thing which is different in this file is that they have not given you any base file to complete this activity. Like every time we do a question in Excel, you have to open a file, and in that file there will be some data, and you will use that data to complete your task. But if you see here, it says open a blank workbook and design an appropriation account and partners current accounts. So here they did not give you any formats or anything. You have to open a blank workbook. So that's what I opened, just an empty file of an Excel. Just right click, double click on your Excel on the home tab or from your menu, and just continue with your designing of the appropriation account. Now, because we are designing the appropriation account by ourselves, the format can be a little bit different on how each and everyone wants your appropriation account to look like. Okay, so you don't have to follow the same format as mine. Like you can put some designs or some colors, some spaces in between data, etc., and so on if you want to do that. Okay, so open a blank workbook and design an appropriation account for the partners' capital accounts. So if you see, we have two partners, Nick and Ted. So first let me design the appropriation account and we'll come back into the question. So sheet 1, first I want my appropriation account. So I will always have a longer details column. One column for partner Nick, one column for partner Ted, and one column for the total. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more to see it more clearly, and also make the column width a little bit longer if that is what you want, and then do borders. So highlight everything, click on this border button and say all borders. So now you can see all borders are done, and you can say a heading here, appropriation account. First column is for details, then Nick, then Ted, and then total. If you want, you can change the fonts, make them bold, make them much bigger to make it more clearer. Up to you. It's not allowing me to change it. I don't know why. 1 minute. It's saying not responding. Okay, so my appropriation account is now ready. Usually when we are doing in FAPR, we use write Nick and Ted here and then the information. Okay, but when you are doing in Excel, have separate columns for every partner. It will make it much easier to prepare the appropriation account. Don't put Nick and Ted over here individually and enter the values. Have separate amount columns for each individual partner and one total column. First thing we enter in the appropriation account, I'm going to make 14 for all the cells, is the net profit. So the first thing we enter in the appropriation account is net profit. Let's see how much is the net profit. Nick and Ted are in partnership, sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. During the year ended 30th June 2014, the partnership made a profit of 120,000. So the profit is 120,000. Do not put anything in Nick and Ted yet, because we don't divide the profit before the appropriations. We only divide the profit after the appropriations. Don't get confused with the 2 periods. Sometimes when we have changes, you prepare 2 periods. There you put one profit for 3 months and then 9 months or 6 months and 6 months and so on. But this is not the case. This is an appropriation account for the whole year. And then you got the total profit, and you divide the profit between Nick and Ted after the appropriations. So do not do anything yet. As you know, the only 4 appropriations which go into the appropriation account are interest on capital, interest on drawings, salaries, and sales commission. So let's see what information has been given to you. The partnership agreement states that Ted is to receive a salary of 20,000 and that interest on capital balances is paid at 6% per annum. So only Ted is receiving the salary of 20,000. So first put salary. He is not receiving any salary, but Ted is receiving a salary of 20,000 and then total. After salary we have interest on capital. They told you that interest on capital balances is 6%. So it doesn't mean that it is only for Ted. This is both for Nick and Ted. 6%. And you calculate 6% on their capital balances. So Nick capital balance is 150,000 and Ted is 100,000. So equal to 150,000 multiplied by 6%. And for Ted, capital balance is 100,000. So 100,000 multiplied by 6%. So we calculated the interest on capital total. Then we have interest on drawings and sales commission. See if that information is given to you or not. No, they did not give you. So no interest on drawings and no sales commission. So we'll only have two appropriations. One is salary and one is interest on capital. Calculate the residual profit, which is the net profit minus salary minus interest on capital. So we got a profit of 85,000. Now we need to calculate the profit share for both the partners. They are sharing it in the ratio of 3:2. So 85,000 multiplied by 3 divided by 5 for Nick. And again 85,000 multiplied by 2 divided by 5 for Ted. So we got their profit share. Very often in Excel, just check the total for this one is also matching. Yes, 85,000. I'm just underlining this to say that was the first part completed and then we residued. Very often they ask you to always calculate money available for each partner also. Okay, that is how much money did each partner get. Here to get the residual profit you are subtracting, but here to get the money available you need to add. Like Nick, he did not get any salary, but he got interest on capital and he also got profit share. Or else you can just do a total sum from here to here. So his available money is 60,000, whereas Ted available money is 60,000 also, because he got 20,000 salary, 6,000 interest on capital and profit share of 30,000. So they both each got 60,000 and 60,000 money available to each partner, and profit share is 51 and 34, and that's the appropriation account completed. Now we need to prepare the current accounts also. So draw the format again. We need one details column and two amount columns on the debit side and on the credit side. One details column and two amount columns on the debit side and credit side. Highlight and do your borders first. Put the details in. Details, Nick and Ted. Again on the credit side, details, Nick and Ted. Current accounts first start with balance brought down. Let's see which side do they have their balances. Nick's current account balance is on the credit side. Ted's current account balance is on the debit side. So for Nick, 3,000 on the credit side. For Ted, I think it was 1,000. Let me just check that once. 1,000 on the debit side. Things which go into the current account: any income, Profit share, interest on capital and salaries go on the, and sales commission go on the credit side. Interest on drawings and loss share will go on the debit side. So enter accordingly whatever values we have. First we have salaries. Nick don't have any salaries, but for Ted you have a salary of I think 20,000. Then we have, okay, one more thing. Rather than entering the figure directly, refer to the figures from the appropriation account, so that if you change anything in the appropriation account, here also it will get changed directly. So salary for Nick is 0, and for Ted 20,000. The advantage of doing this is if you change anything in the appropriation account, the figures here also will change automatically, so that you don't have to change it manually again. Interest on capital for Nick is 9,000, and for Ted it is 6,000. Then we have profit share. Don't use the money available, use the profit share. 51,000 and 34,000. Then we have interest on drawings and drawings. Interest on drawings is not given to you, but drawings is given. For drawings you cannot refer to any figures because there is no drawings in the appropriation account, so this you can type manually. Drawings is 56 and 59,000 respectively. So 56,000 and 59,000. No interest on drawings or no loss share. So let's try to balance the accounts for the current accounts. Think I may need one more extra column or two more just to include the totals in the balances. Do the totals on all the amount columns first. You got 63,000 on the credit side for Nick, and for Ted 60,000. On the debit side it is 56,000 for Nick and 60,000 for Ted. Very weird. It's balanced. 26 plus 34. Okay. There's no balance in Ted's account at all because it balanced on both the sides, 60,000 and 60,000. For Nick, debit column is lower, credit column is higher. So put the balance brought down, carried down on the debit side, which is 63,000 minus 56,000. Bring the balance down onto the opposite side, 7 equal to the same figure. Close the totals, and that is your current account completed. Let's see if there is anything. Reference to cells were appropriate rather than hard entering the values. That is what we have done. Interest on capital we did not hard enter. We put according to the reference. Profit on share we put according to the reference. Only thing we hard enter was drawings because there is nothing else to be referenced to the drawings figure. This question is still continuing. It's not yet finished. Ted now asks what figure the profit for the year would be if he were to have a total amount distributed to him of 40,000. Assume all other data is unchanged. Now I am going to show you how to use a new tool. This is called as goal seek. Okay, all is called as goal seek. If you see here, Ted got a profit share of 34,000. Okay, but what he wants is a profit share of 40,000. So what is he asking you is, he is asking you what figure the profit for the year would need to be if he were to have a total amount distributed to him of 40,000. So if he wants to get 40,000, how much should the profit figure be? That is the question. Okay, so you don't have to take out any calculators or calculate anything. This can be done in Excel by using a tool called as goal seek. Like it is a goal. Your goal is to get a profit share of 40,000. But you can only get a profit share of 40,000 if your actual profit is also a different figure. So they're asking you how much should be this profit figure if you want to get a profit share of 40,000. Okay, so let's see how do we do that goal seek. So to do the goal seek, highlight the cell which you want to change. So you want the profit share not 34,000, we want it to become 40,000. So highlight this cell, don't change anything here. Go to the data tab, and there is this one over here called what if analysis. Click on the arrow mark and you can see goal seek here. Okay, so take that goal seek. You want to set the cell C9. C9 is where your profit for TED is displayed. You want this cell to be 40,000. So here currently their profit sharing ratio is 34,000, but they want it to be 40,000, and they want to know which figure to change is the profit. So by changing cell for profit, so that is your goal seek. You want the cell C9 to become 40,000 by changing the cell of the profit, which is in D3. And before you click OK, very often whenever you are doing goal seek, they will ask you to take a screenshot. Okay, so if you remember in Sage also you done many screenshots. You need to press the print screen button on your keyboard to do this. Okay, all the laptops also will have a print screen button. Okay, it is PRTSE on the keyboard, print screen button. Press the print screen button. It's already copied. Don't paste it yet, because first of all you need to come out of this screen here. Okay, I press it print screen. The screen is copied, but I haven't pasted it yet. And now let's see if this function will work. Click OK. And now it is showing you, if you want to get a profit share of 40,000, the profit should be 135,000. Previously it was a profit of 120,000. So it is calculated. You don't need this box anymore. Press OK and it's closed. And now you can see the profit share has increased here. And because the profit share has increased, you can see there will be one more balance figure also you need to calculate. Let's see if we need to do that or not. Open a new worksheet and name it goal seek. In the partnership appropriation statement, use what if goal seek analysis to amend your data. So we done that already. We used the goal seek to amend the data. When the goal seek dialog is showing and before you click OK, take a screenshot. So we have done that. So open a new sheet. Name it goal seek. You already pressed the screenshot if you remember. Control V here, and that sheet, whatever screenshot you have taken, will be pasted over here. Okay, so if you want to minimize this a little bit, you can see that. There you go. So this was a screenshot because we took the screenshot before clicking on the OK button. Whenever you do any question in goal seek, it always has to be taken as a screenshot, because when you complete the goal seek, you can only see the answers are changing, but you cannot see the goal seek anywhere. So when the examiner is checking your goal seek, they want to see a proof that you know how to use goal seek or not. So that's why they will always ask you for a screenshot. So before you click on the OK button for the goal seek box, you need to take a screenshot. You can rewind this video again to watch how I have done that. So open the goal seek, you pasted the screenshot to prove that you know how to use goal seek and you put the values correctly. Previously it was 34,000 and 120,000, but now when you changed it, it became 40 and 135. Do the goal seek worksheet and paste the screenshot. So we pasted the screenshot already. And save the file in solutions folder. So before we save it, because of the goal seek, his profit has changed now. So because previously we did not calculate balance for him because it was 60 and 60 together. So let's recalculate the balance for Ted also. 66,000 minus 60,000. So his balance is now 6,000 on the credit side, balance brought down. Let me move this up a little bit. And now you can see the current accounts and the appropriation accounts both have been completed. Okay, so this is your task 22-5, I think this is. Yep, 22-5 appropriation account. Here if you want you can change the name. Appropriation account and current accounts. It won't allow me to type the whole account, so let's just leave with appropriation account. And then we have the goal seek sheet where we pasted the screenshot. Okay, so this is 22-5 from FAPR. Thank you for watching.